test now. Kayla.
Here it is.
Silence. The arrows clanged at his back as the god quaked with rage.
And suddenly, a huge figure rises in
Over against the ships he dropped to a knee. Tongue! Tongue! Whip! More! Stab! We all followed you to please you!
Dreams of men!
To fight for you!
Of triumph breaking in one... You see?
Yeah, that trailer turned out really great. Yeah.
I like how
I have
Tim
a
added
question. I have a question. We shouldn't refer to Alice at all. When talking about, all the work and the process. This is as if we haven't done Alice.
Not necessarily, but Ken, we're going to have another session much like this one when we get to Alice. So, I mean, you can say that people know that we will have a film version of Alice. So, in the context of talking about the totality of the experience, I think it's fine. It's just that we're a little bit more focused on Iliad for this.
Yeah, hey, I just was yeah. Okay, I get.
Hey, Miss Karen.
Hello.
Hi. Introduce yourself. Karen is our wonderful composer and cellist.
Hello. Who just didn't write this on her calendar and was like, it's 3:00. I have time to do this thing. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I wrote the music and composed the cello part and performed it for an Iliad. And I'm excited to see people again. So I'm sorry that
No worries. And we just went through the order of the program, but I'll go through it quickly since Ken jumped in a little later too. So we'll start with Miranda. Miranda is we call her our Shakespeare goddess.
Goddess of knowledge, I believe is the phrase. I'm trying to get my family to adopt that.
Goddess of knowledge, but it extends beyond Shakespeare. So she's just an incredible resource and dramaturg for a lot of our productions. So we're very lucky to have her. And she will essentially set the stage for us, talking a little bit about Homer's Iliad and then what Lisa Peterson and Dennis O'Hare have done with this adaptation, just so that people have a bit of a jumping off point. Okay. And then we'll move to you, Karen. And as I mentioned in the email that I sent, we'll talk a little bit about the process and some of the things that you focus on and thought about before, and things that we did together before rehearsal. Mm-hmm. And even I thought that it would be nice if we talked about what themes emerged, like the Achilles theme is something that you were always playing with before we even started rehearsal. And then that would be a great opportunity to place that theme.
Fantastic.
Which would be great. People will really love that. And then we'll move into talking about the relationship between the muse and the poet, and how she encourages at times. They argue in moments, she demands in moments, and all of that. And you can talk about that experience, and maybe even the experience of having that conversation with two different artists. Yeah. And then we'll show that clip of that. This is what the war looks like. Mm-hmm. Where you guys are having that. It's one of my favorite moments in the show. I love that exchange between the two of you. We'll show that piece, and from that, then we're going to move into Ken and Eric, and we're going to talk all about lighting and what it was like to bring the production from a stage production to film. And as I've mentioned to everyone, we're going to touch on all of these points, but it's really a conversation. So something that Ken says might make you think of something, Karen, that you want to contribute, or Eric or Miranda or what have you. So it's really meant to be interactive. And then along with that, we'll have questions that come up from the people that are joining us that we will also address as we go. So, it always ends up being, really fun. The time goes by really quickly, and then we'll end the session with the trailer. which we'll have to show you because it turned out really
Yeah,
well.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So are there any other?
I'm gonna have to leave. I have to go back to.
Okay, Ken, we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye. Kayla, is there anything else that that people should know? Wearing earbuds, things like that.
Yeah, so you're fine right now, Karen, and we're not hearing any feedback, but StreamYard definitely recommends using earbuds if you have them. I know most people have like the Apple ones that has the microphone. It just helps prevent any feedback. Tomorrow, if everybody could log on around like 4:45, 4:50, just so that we know everybody's here before 5 o'clock. And then I'll just make sure I can hear everybody, and we'll touch on any last minute notes, and then we'll go live at 5. And the way it'll work is it'll probably just be Julia. Correct me if you want it to be different, Julia, but it'll be Julia on the screen first, and then once she introduces everybody, I'll add you guys to the stream so I can like remove you guys here. Maybe.
So if you misbehave, you can just be removed.
Love it. And Kayla, do we use the same log on, the same link that we used today, or is there a new one, or just use the one we used today?
I think we lost her.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't hear you unless you're in the room, I guess.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
That's a good question. It will be a different link.
Okay.
I'll email that out tonight, and I can also email it a little bit before tomorrow, just so it's easy to find. I know we all get a lot of emails. But it will be a different link.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, that's super, Kayla. Do send it right before. I'm one of those that last minute can't find the link. Yeah.
No problem.
So I think that's it. Any questions? Well, great, you guys. I'm so glad you're doing this, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Oh, Kayla, is this? I know in the past we've had to really have our finger on the trigger for like muting, but it seems to be pretty fine today. Do you know if that's suggested or not?
Sam, do you have any feedback on that? Because I mean, normally, like when we do things on Zoom, we usually just say like, if you're not talking, go ahead and mute yourself just to be safe. But I'm not hearing any feedback with everybody's mic on right now.
No, I was just over on YouTube and it sounded good, but if we're able to have mics, just in case the internet decides to be wonky tomorrow night, that would be preferable.
Do you want, because Julia, and I know you sent an email about it, and I'm so behind in everything in life right now. If we want to play the cello live